South Dakotans, the voters in South Dakota, are going to have the chance for themselves to vote for themselves, just like they did in Ohio, just like voters did in Florida, just like they did in Missouri and Maryland and 12 other states. They get to decide for themselves whether they want legal cannabis in their state. So when activists in South Dakota have finally gathered enough signatures to place the marijuana initiative, the legalization initiative, on the ballot in November. So they're going to be voting on Measure 29, and they're going to tell the government in November if they need to change gears and start putting laws in place to govern legal recreational marijuana. But this isn't like it's South Dakota's first rodeo, guys. No. They've been here before. In fact, organizers who were getting the signatures were having trouble with people because everybody thought they had already signed the signature drive. Now, back in 2020, right? Believe it or not, they actually did pass, by popular vote, recreational marijuana. But the court struck it down. They said the whole thing was way too broad, so they just went with straight medical marijuana instead. Not a bad trade. Okay, I get it. We'll circle back. And they did in 2022. It was on the ballot again, but this time voters voted no. So here we are in 2024 trying to ride this pony again, and without any support from the national cannabis industry, and with polls saying that 51% of voters are probably going to vote against Measure 29, they pushed ahead, they got the signatures, and we're going to figure it out in November of 2024. But just like in Ohio, it looks like the government might be poking its nose where it shouldn't be. So back in 2020, when everybody voted and what they wound up getting was medical cannabis, and they lost recreational, the governor stepped in and did everything they could to delay the program for as long as they could before it actually even started. Now, when that fell apart and it went ahead anyway, they tried to reduce the size of this program as much as they could. And then in 2022, a government-funded study, a study they funded, said, yes, you guys should legalize marijuana, but the legislators voted it down anyway because they didn't want to do it. And then a signature drive put that question right back on the ballot anyway. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Does South Dakota actually want legal cannabis? And if it says yes, is the government actually going to support them, or are they just going to get in the way? But regardless, the people are going to get a chance to speak for themselves, which I think is a wonderful thing.